right, and welcome back to the Make Sense Morning Show on top of your majestically blended station 95.5, where everything they make sense for you. And as a countryman, you know get with the matter, won't take a beat. And I say when you hear this song, you already know how it be. And I want me say somebody don't spiritually take a peer, both in his spirit and presence, physically all put together inside the studio with us. And this is not the original time for the Just So You Know on top of the Real FM Health Hour with Dr. T. And they talk about Timmy T. Yes, so the phytotherapist, the one and only nutritionist, and of course he's also an artist and also a member of the P-Man. You already know this one. I just yarn a more the kappa based on those who they hear also the very first time, or we just enter in a word newly. So now the person will get here is not a stranger to 95.5. This man we don't did together with us the yarn ubunge issues and matters on top of Real FM. So today we don't take a show back on top of the Health Hour, Just So You Know. And of course, don't forget last week we discussed in part 2 about male libido by way of sexual issues and things that actually they affect man, they make man they hungry to do. And waiting for they make man they feel not to do. You know what they talk to do. Waiting they make this standing fan sometimes they bend. So we don't yarn those ones. So today is another day, and Dr. T don't come to conclude on top that men wahala and kasala with they feel the boss on top the other room. And say after that one take a finish today, he go take a chook mouth on top the chapter 1 of the women issues too, and make it they be women no confess then cheat them or then they left behind on top the matters there. So I go just quickly introduce myself to you first. For you will know me. Now me then they call Dr. Fish, the pom baby master 1 of Nigeria, and that day here with the one and only Dr. T. Dr. T, good morning to you.
Yes, good morning, fishy.
Emini. Emio.
Well, I greet everybody. My voice just can't go down one kind. When I come to the weather.
The weather.
Now this one a weather for waiting.
Some people say na weather for 2.
People we know do geography, and they know this, and they know weather.
And then talk say it go good make women this period they hold your children where women, especially those also they wear pride they walk out for the road. Say me then they hold them where.
Why?
Say now this guy now some of me I ask why you say this period and 9 people they get into the family way by what say belle go just from nowhere appear. Wow,
that is the problem we are having in Nigeria. When this kind of weather come outside like this rain they fall. Supposed to think of rice farming.
And God bless you.
Think of rice farming. Think of other like poultry business.
That's what I think too.
Think of how can protect farming birds, they don't die because the only rainy season they make a foul the cost for December time. Or some they go die. But we think of economic issues.
We go they think of other things. Meanwhile, Obodo Ibo where we've been there before. America. Every time I saw you call for some kind of places no say we the winter season, yes. Apart from all the winter, we everywhere they see the cold. That make for instance my house for America there for Los Alamos Drive, Saratoga, plot 124. Fire. Natural fire, they way they eat.
Okay, yeah, Methodist girls so.
You okay, know that side? Not yet. I would they put fire for inside under the table.
Now, that means if so call they can't carry our people now. We anytime we weather do like this, they will think of weather for 2. They won't carry everybody enter plane. Thank us to get airport. We they go France.
Say
we go France for 1 year.
After rainy season.
Let me sit down every day people go.
After rainy season, the next few months check people belly.
That's the problem.
It's wrong. We need to stop that thinking, that mindset of weather for 2.
But since morning 9 I dey listing you. And you are the apostle for weather for 2.
No, I dey go against weather for 2. The weather should always be for 2 at all times. Except so far you can do your
matter. So why are you going against it now? If you want to be
cannot, at all times. You know go good make you just specialize on particular weather for 2. So because of that day they eat encourage fornication.
I wouldn't call for it. I think it's your life. Now we don't call fornication for you now.
No, like we encourage fornication because
how?
If every day person just come, this one a weather for 2. This even small because we don't know anything. Go won't find out what to be weather for 2.
You go tell us say weather for 2 is when 2 come together and pray. You know
yeah, the one I talk this morning. I tell some people I say the weather for 2 for me and you now the first day we did together they talk on top radio. Now me and you two don't show you for weather for 2. But the other weather, me and you know how it be for this.
You don't remind me of one artist. You know I'm for MC Network.
MC Network, I know.
You know that song Wire. You go sing Wire and call it for one show. So we go sing Wire. No, the time she say no verse. I beg. Say what do you mean Wire? Now you look up and go say electric wire. Now you now wire electric wire. Anyway, I want to use this medium to sympathize with couples because this program now this series where I take is for married couples or the ones that I intend to get married, because me I believe in testing before all those things. I know it for Gabaja Mogili story. You know go match back until you marry. I know be religious man, actually, but I talk it through as it be. If you want to buy shoe, go first look the shoe first. No be so. If you want to buy land, go first look the land where first. No be so. Fishy. You go look the land where first. So now, I want to sympathize with all couples that have had issues in their marriages because of the activities in the other room. I want to sympathize with you, and I want you to also invite all of your partners or friends to come and partake in this our discussion today, because we're talking about those adult stuff. But just also know that it's like plus 18. When you say parental guidance for movies, yes, it's not plus 18. It's for mature people and it's for couples. Now, for the past 2 weeks, I've been talking about male libido and sexual deficiency, or male low libido and sexual deficiency. And we talk about the causes. We also talked about how to prevent these causes. And today, I promised men, so I'll give them tips on how to get their shoes on, you understand, and how to also equip themselves before the match. If you remember last week, I also say
before parade.
Yes, I say before women won't do the activities for the other room, you and madam dey house. We had the problem. They take this sometimes. Madam go dey house with Oga. She now her mind don't go there since yesterday. Say today, this evening, she go match banga. Oga mind never go there. Oga they think of I want to go buy, get money, buy garden for house. Oga they walk up and down, they walk. Madam mind don't go there. Madam they target them. You know in the crocodile they target fish. They target and. I thought Oga don't go come. Don't go swallow big garden for night. We need to say one rest. The time they don't knock. I want to. Oga no fit deliver. You understand me? So now, make Oga them self. They think of these things that I talk about. Learn to program yourself before the time, so that our sisters are not going to take us unaware. If you know say you get a couple, as in a couple, or you get madam for house, try to discuss these things with madam. Try to discuss these things with madam. Try to know say, okay, madam, how fun and this evening I go be, or this night I go be. Sometimes you go surprise, she just laugh, she don't get you already, but now you don't come revenge, you don't get her, because she been planning for night. But I see come and say, madam, how far this evening I go be now, go fit do. She will laugh, make you know say, So between that time we ask her and the evening, you better go and equip yourself. Now the equipping of self starts from your mentality, your mindset. Those things they make men, the Jones are going to people. They make men they lose guard. If you know equip yourself well. And if you remember last week I said part of the ways of equipping yourself, one is try to avoid certain foods before the action. Try to avoid things like noodles, things like tea, anything with they very sweet. Avoid them. Avoid drinking water before you climb before you climb the Mount Everest.
Okay.
Because as you drink water before you start, and you're doomed to fail the election.
So you are doomed to watch Coming to America quick.
All these people must come out fast.
Okay.
Because you go shake your you're going to shake your bladder. Shake the bladder, pressure will come for the prostate go back to push out liquids. Falling out, no follow come outside. As come outside, always pee. You're going to feel embarrassed. And the worst thing that the man self, they're going to vex, but they don't tell you. But they're going to vex, you know, see your problem not start from there. Some men get money, they'll carry money to calm my mind down. So you don't get money, or double wala, plus the money you don't get. You understand? So you learn to equip yourself. Avoid sweet things, like I said. Don't drink water too much. Number two, if you know say you get malaria, they worry you, and you dey plan to do, just forget about knacking. Some people they that they do already malaria, they eat your red blood cells, and already immune system they weak, and they on drugs. You're going to go to collect. Now wahala. So men now want impress madam, you want impress madam, you go for your hand. You get a particular drug. Now normal drug you take, you start from P. You go on drug, it is white in color. I don't know if you call it name, but it start from P. That drug alone self they make men come quick. They even dey weaken the sanifan first. Yes. So if you know say get mash, avoid that drug. Na painkiller. So painkillers in general say they weaken magana. They weaken sanifan. Painkillers then even BP drugs. BP drugs self they weaken. They weaken. You understand me? So many men need to know those things. So try to avoid certain drugs when you want to go play mash. Rather go on natural stuffs. You understand? Go on natural stuffs. Watermelon. Sabi help men well. Sometimes if you eat the watermelon, the seed and the back.
The seed?
Yeah, nah. They shoot the seed, I don't know.
I don't know that one. I don't even chop watermelon self.
You see your life?
Because the thing, I don't like the way
watermelon even help. Now one of the best vegetable when they help your brain. Now food for the brain. They have the pineal gland. You have the pituitary gland. And that pituitary gland and they control your hormones. And almost all your major hormones for your body. And I small thing like even though too long, so even too big go. But anything hormone, that's when they in charge. If that hormone they down, wahala go to start. That gland even control your sleeping and waking up cycle. So that gland say my functions up when if you sleep.
So watermelon they help.
Watermelon they help all those things.
That's how go start to chop.
For women, watermelon they will help to prevent breast cancer.
Well.
If you know say your wife get pregnant, my brother always buy watermelon for her. It help her. When she go give birth to your child, say go find and say breast milk no be issue. Because also control prolactin, him and banana. Banana they even make the pikin body fine self.
Choba.
Yes. If the pikin get woman get belle, make sure they if not one banana every day. Yes, right. When she born, the pikin body go to like 7. Oh, banana pikin body, you like glass. But many people don't know. But now I don't know. Anyway, that's why we call the program. Just so you know. Now back to our men them again. I say before match time, avoid drugs, especially pain-killing drugs. Even if now 3 hours to the time safe, that drug will still your tire will still less. Even if you take I take the drug around 10 in the morning, I get match around 3 o'clock. Most drugs are designed to be in your body for 24 hours or 12 hours. So Magana go still tire go stay less. Now, number 2, I say no drink water before mash. The more you drink water, I know say last week I even give one small tip about bitter cola and granite. And I also say no drink water as you don't finish. Now, those are little tips. I'll see they talk more. I'm going to mix them as I go like this. You get one beer, you get number, double number. You know now, you get double number. That beer, one beer, we make if 10 men they drink them, out of the 10. Like 7 they get these sexual problems.
Palasa.
Yeah. That is a bit weaken and affect their activities. Now one thing again I not talk about last week. We are just on shipping as I round up the man Magana. We they call them one as a party they call ourselves, one as OP, one as OP. But the general medical name is called masturbation.
So help himself.
Yes, masturbation. Now, I want to say something very, very clear here. Now, Africa we dey, and we have to know the left from the right, the wrong from the. We're supposed to know everything. Excess of everything is bad. But if you know the excess, it is good. You understand? If you drink water, it's good. If you drink excess water, it's not too good because you go over urinate, go over stress yourself. Somebody say, how many banana? If you eat too much of banana, self. You will get some issues. Banana is very good. Now masturbation we see so. No be waiting you go dey carry the play. The right day I talk and say man supposed to ejaculate 21 times a month. If men wey dey between their 20s and 30s to almost 35 then to 40, they may ejaculate at least 3 times a week. Or yes, 3 times or 4 times a week or 3 times or whatever. Those men they prevent prostate cancer from when as in for the next as they get older. Men they will do those things from research. Go find out. So I say most guys will they ejaculate very well during their 20s to 40s. Very well. As in they meet, they come. Some of them they 80 years, 90 years now. Some they don't get prostate problem. Some wey no to do like that, na can get problem. That's why so if you look most of us we don't dey in our 40s now. If you ask the time your papa born you, how old was your father? Your father say your father dey in his 20s. And that time they not choir. Understand me? Now no be say I promote that. Like I said, this program is for adults and for couples. Now masturbation, as it is, it's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. It's even very, very healthy. I repeat, it is very, 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 very healthy. Now, people abuse it. Now, I get some drugs with it also. Very good drugs we do. People abuse them. They can't go high. They go take and go because they want high. I get some leaves where they feel eat. It's very healthy. Because people want high, they'll go take them. You see the matter? Now, masturbation now is designed by nature, let me put it that way, to ease stress. Man day, you know, get matter for house. No man, nothing. Instead of to go rape, make him masturbate for house. Which one better pass?
Okay.
You know, buy meat pie for anybody. You know, buy shawarma. You know, payment transport. You know, in short, now nobody even knows self. You just doing thing. Now that one I want, it make the person sleep well. All this is not a problem. But now the issue is that some men, just because they need pay money, they need to buy shawarma, nobody know, okay, they won't be abuse their mind. This should not come from the mind, the mental part. Now they're going to imagine, or some kind of imagine them. And in the astral plane, whatever you imagine, you create. And that is where, you say now, that's what I talk about Africa. Now some evil people, they take advantage of all these things. You understand me? They call them pole them. Once pole, they don't come to say this person, they like, they come they attack the person. Now the person can go, they addicted to those things. Just like drinking. You get people they drink, but they're not addicted to it. No, say because they don't get money to drink, but they're addicted to it. Now, this one now, once somebody can get addicted, a man get addicted to masturbation, he get issues. What do you mean the issues? You know they see sperm, but they see semen. Now, excess masturbation fit lead to low semen, no be sperm. If you masturbate, you know get. If you drop only 3 drops, you know the millions of sperms within inside. You know masturbate say no worry. Sperm, you know they see sperm. I tell you before. Now the smallest cell we go create, the largest cell is ovum. So now, the truth is, man shouldn't masturbate unnecessarily. If not, it will weaken your chances of even delivering in the other room. It affects your mind. It affects your mind. For those of us away, maybe wife no dey around, nobody travel, no one commit or get a story. Do it cautiously. And be careful about it. Don't get addicted to it.
All right, I would like to say thank you to you, Dr. T. I would not take a year you well on top and today and the matters we don't yarn. Welcome to Mala. I just want to let you know that you're majestically blended station 95.5 in Real FM, and I would there on top of the program, just so you know, with Dr. T, Real FM.
Deficiency.